Hello, this is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. Welcome to my channel. So, what should we do today? Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I was watching a flip through by Rita Jensen. Here's her name. Rita Jensen on YouTube. And she was doing a flip through on her January 2022 giveaway, and I just loved it. Anyway, on her giveaway, she showed a couple of interesting cards. One of them we're going to do here today, and then I did an additional take on it. So her inspiration was this pocket, similar to this. She didn't show how to make it on that flip through, but I just kind of caught a glimpse of it and I thought, oh, that would be so cool to make. So we're going to make this one. Well, what it was it flipped open and had this journaling spot down here. And I just thought, now that is so cool. So then I took that idea and went a little different step on this one. I made my pocket. And then instead of a flip, I made this one into a pocket as well. So we're going to try and make both of these today. And maybe we'll even decorate these. We could add maybe a little flower to it or something. Don't know. I don't add much flowers to anything anymore. Anyway, so I cut these at 4 inches wide. So let's see what that looks like on a scrapbook page, like a page for our, oh, isn't that beautiful? Beautiful paper. So it would take up this amount of space. So if you want to make this at 3 or 3.5, you could do that. I don't mind having a larger journaling card or pocket on my page. If I'm going to take up the space, I might as well utilize it really well. And then here is the other one. Okay. So first let's make the one that Rita made. She had an envelope, a cardstock piece, and this is blank on the back. I got my new trimmer a couple days ago. I'm so glad I did, because my trimmer, I had bent there's a little wire in here. You probably can't see it from there, but anyway, I had bent mine, and I'll tell you, it was not a happy thing. Okay, now I'm going to cut off some of this because I want this rose more down on the bottom, if I can get it there. Oh, that's wasting paper, Ange. I know. Okay, I won't waste the paper. We'll just add to it. Oh, as much paper as I have, it wouldn't hurt to waste a few. Okay, so here is this part. Oh, let me scoot that paper back there. Now what I did was I figured out approximately how much space I wanted on my journaling card. So let me think. So I kind of just worked it around, and I figured, well, that would make a good journaling card right there, and that would make a nice pocket, but maybe this would be even better. So I first bent this one, which is going to be our flip. let me grab a bone folder. We need to fold some bones today. And then I figured, well, there's the rest of our pocket. So this piece should be folded pretty evenly with the bottom of the pocket. Okay, so far so good. Simple, simple, simple. And then I decided I wanted to round off my corners. And I think maybe quite a large card. I'm going to do 1/2 inch on it. Got that one in there nice and crooked, didn't I? And then if you want to round the bottom ones, you can. Just remember, it will leave a little hole in the bottom of your pocket right in here, but really that's okay. And then I needed a tab. So I used the same paper to make a tab. And it doesn't matter, we'll get it as close to the top as we can. So we're utilizing less paper right there. And I just folded it over. Now if you want, you can vintage this up at this time. And go around this guy with a little vintage. It's a little bit vintage. It's a little bit rock and roll. Okay, and so then we find the middle. And what do we say? It's about 4 inches. So our middle is going to be at about 2. Right there. So then I went ahead and put my tab on there, which I'll need glue for. Hope it works. Please work. Please, please, please. And right on there, centered. Okay, and then you can close up this very bottom piece if you want. And give that a squish down. Open it up and squish it again. And simply we have a journaling pocket. Now what I did on this one was I took my coffee paper, my coffee dyed paper, and I just made it fit. I made it. I don't care if it's a little too small. We can go around the edge with more ink if we want to. Once I got this trimmer home, I realized it's not as wide as my other one was. It's got a thinner base piece this way, but it works the same. and I'm glad I have it. I also got one with a rotary type blade on it, and it is quite amazing, and it's a small one. So I may end up putting that one over here. I haven't decided yet. A little bit of glue on that. Oops. Bent that little piece. Let's just bend it back. It's kind of in the way like it is. Wipe that glue off my finger. We'll round the corners once we get it on here. Whoops, I tore my paper. That's okay. It'll just look more grungy that way, won't it? Okay. So forgot to put extra glue where this folds. I try to remember to do that so that it will glue down better. Oh, I forgot. It'll be okay though. Okay. Trimming. And trimming. And trimming back here. There we go. So let's ink that up. I better get some more ink here. Okay, so let's squish this part down. We have our journaling pocket now. So now we need to make a tag to go in there. Now we can use this same paper if we want, or we can find something that coordinates rather well with it and use that. I do have this piece that we're going to make our next pocket out of, but let's use it to make a tag and some other items. I'm going to just slice it right there. Yeah, we'll leave the butterfly over that way. Okay, that'll work. There we go. And then let's figure out how big we want our tag to be. Do we want it to be taller than our pocket? Maybe just a little bit, not much. So we'll cut it off right about here. And let's see if this fits or if it just gets in the way of the glue. Maybe in the way of the glue, just slightly. That's better. And then let's make one that's not quite as tall. Right there. There we go. And maybe a little less wide than that other one. So here we go. We have two nice tags. Now let's see. let's take this one and trim our corner here. And I'll flip it over. I'm sorry if I'm out of camera. Was I out of camera back here? Just feels like you're down on the floor, huh? Crafting. There's a couple of people who are on YouTube that actually sit on the floor and craft. I couldn't do it now. But maybe at one time I could have. I'm going to move this out just a little bit, so you can see what I'm up to. Okay, so you could back this if you want to. What should we back it with? Maybe some more coffee dyed paper. This will go on the other one. Let's see. Emily at Vintage Polka Dot made some really nice lined paper into coffee paper. So let's glue this down onto here. Oh gosh, her paper smells so good. It smells like coffee and cinnamon, or tea and cinnamon, something, but it smells really good. I think probably a glue stick would work better on this, because it's probably, this glue will show through the coffee dye and tea dye. The reason it does is because the glue is water-based, and it lifts the coffee stain out of the paper. And then sometimes you can see that it lifted the stain. We're going to put this little one on. I know, that's so weird, isn't it? That Angela, she does some weird things. But we are going to use it. I want to use as much as I can. Make some little journaling cards. And then, not that one, this one. Oh, we better trim our whatchamacallit here. And over here. So tell me what you're up to today on this mighty fine Sunday, March, what, 6th? Oh my goodness, March 6th already. Spring is a-coming, isn't it? We have crocuses up and daffodils. They are so, so pretty. And then we better save that. We might want to make some little tags out of it. Let's wait and find out, but we sure might. Okay. Big scissors for long cuts. Just going to trim that straight across, because I know we can use that on the next one. Isn't that yummy? Look at that. Isn't that nice? Love it. I love it. goodness. I'm trying to cut the whole card apart. What's with that? Well, I can't seem to cut a straight line here. Of course, we all knew that. I'm trying not to stick it on my trimmer because it has glue in it. But here it goes. Into the trimmer it goes. There we go. Okay. I won. Gracious. Must be all this extra stuff in my on my scissor blades. I think I need to clean them. Need to get out the fingernail polish and see if that will clean them up. I save all these little coffee dye, except for these and these little strips. I don't save those, but I do save a lot of them. I'll save this strip coming off here, because I might be able to use it on the back of a little tag. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, so that'll go back there. And so that gives us some tags to put in here. Now, I like to round my bottom corners for tag pockets. And this is a giant tag, so I'm going to use the 1/2 inch. It helps them to slide into the pocket a little easier. Whoops. Just like that. Ta-da! Now you can do that with the smaller one too, but I would use the little 1/4 inch. Or if you have a smaller one, you might want to do a smaller one. And then we have this one, and my thought was that I would round all 4 corners and make it into a tag. And of course, you would want to decorate these tags all up. However, you know, you would see fit to do so. And then you have this beautiful journaling area, and inside of your journal page, there it is. Now, if you wanted this to tuck in, you could put something a little weighty right here that's kind of flat but heavy, and that would hold this down. Or you could run a string from here to there and tie it down. Or you can make a tuck spot for the tab, like this, and then it would just pull out of that, and then you would tuck it back in. So there's a lot of ways to take care of that. Right now it's a little boring. It definitely needs some doctoring up, doesn't it? So if we wanted, ooh, those would be pretty big in a journal, but you know, you could decorate it up a little bit. You could put one of these at the top of your card. Let's do that. I like that. I suddenly like it. So we're going to put that at the top of our card. Okay, and just put it right over here. You might want that on the inside cover of your journal. There, it would be safe from being too large. And then right here, I'm going to put I just stuck my sleeve into my glue. That was nice. Right about here. Take off your pencil line. And find an eyelet. And I think we will use a pretty pink one. I am trying to be a good girl and use up some of my extra colors. I think we'll use, oh no, not that one. Well, there we go. We have an even lighter one for that one. Okay, so let's put this in. Ta-da! And then this one, let's grab some lace if we can find it. Oh dear, where did it go? I know I had some here. Oh, lace, 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 where did you go? Lace, 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 where did you go? Here it is. Now on this other one here, I put lace on the top of one of these, and I put lace right here, so let's do that here. Going to cut it right there. And I'm just going to put it right on the pocket. Gluey fingers. It's always fun. And my little flower towel. I don't know which is back or front, but I like this side best. I'm probably really wrong, but I just like the way it's all sewn together back there. So there we go, we have that. And then this little guy. Let's just maybe put lace on the top of that one. Either like this, or like we did this other one. We went across the top. But I think I like it like this. Let's do that. There's not much to hold it there. Instead of putting a eyelet in, this time I'm going to flip it over, and the reason I'm doing that is because a lot of the ends are coming off on there. So if I flip it this way, it will glue all those extra little pieces down on the card. There we go. So now we have this. We have this. It needs some sort of a string in it. We have this one. It's a little bit shorter, and then we have the even shorter one to go here. I really think though this one needs to be made out of this, just to kind of bring this color back in up there. but we can trade them around. And then of course maybe you would want to put something on the inside here and decorate it up a little bit. So there's that. Okay, so that is the first card. So let's make the second one. On the second one, I don't want to make it out of the same paper. Once again, I cut it at the 4 inches, and as you'll probably already know how to do it because, well, we just kind of figure those things out, don't we? Good heavens. 4 inches. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay. So basically I did the same thing. I figured out how big I wanted my upper pocket this time. And then I think, well, let's go with the lower pocket. It's much easier. So let's fold that part. And then we'll fold this one down to match the bottom. Okay. There we go, same as before, except for this time, we're going to put a thumb hole here. And just kind of guesstimate where your middle is. Right about there. Then I put a piece of whatever you call this stuff. Put one of these in there. And so we'll just put this in there and center it a little bit. And put a piece of paper in there. Just to kind of cover up that little thumb hole. So it wasn't just a stark white color there. And then I closed up the bottom. The back and the bottom flap. I know it's at the top right now, but it really is the bottom flap right down there. Has the glue on it. And then once again, I went up and I took care of my corners because they look kind of not very decorative like that. So, let's do something a little different. Let's do a scallop on this one. Just like that. And then if you want, you can scallop this pocket the same. Just remember that takes up space inside your pocket if you do that. But I mean, you could. Just like that. And just like that. And if we darken it up a little bit, it really shows it off that way, doesn't it? And then we go through. Oh, that butterfly would have looked so pretty on the outside, wouldn't it? And we make our sides so that they close. Sorry, I got a very bad pain in my head. I get really bad migraines, and sometimes they come on super fast. Okay, so there we go. So there's our next pocket, and so you can see we could put some different things in there. They don't have to match, or they can match. And here we have this that can go in there. So it's a very nice, quick journaling card, or not the journaling card, but it has journaling cards in it. But it's a very nice, quick pocket, double pocket for our book page. You could glue it on 3 sides and have another pocket here, or you could glue it on these 3 sides and have another tuck back here for a tag. So it could be 3 pockets. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, thanks for joining me and for coming along on this quick pocket ride. There we go. And we'll just tuck that right there. So then we have these 2. With our interchangeable tags for right now. That's those. And then we have these 2. And these are journaling cards. Of course, you would want to bling these up a little bit more. Mine are not very blingy right now. I think maybe it needs some along here, or I need some a tie in here, but what a great journaling spot. So hop on over and see Rita Jensen's video on that album she made. It's absolutely stunning. She's already done the drawing on it. But yeah, it was called the January 2022 giveaway and flip through. It is absolutely beautiful. And she did a great job on it. But that's where I saw this pocket. So thank you, Rita, for the inspiration. I sure appreciate it. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye.